Hey guys, John here with Bell on the Back 40. I want to give you a quick review of the Muddy XLT Legend Tree Stand. This is one of the cheaper options that you'll typically see at like your Menards, Tyson's, Walmart, whatever it might be. I picked this up last season at the very end of it for I think about 70 bucks at Walmart. So it's been kind of collecting dust a little bit since then, but finally found a tree that it fit in. I want to give you guys a quick kind of review of it here. Couple things to note when you are putting the stand together, that the instructions are kind of loosely labeled with steps, but then they also, all the packaging for the nuts and bolts and stuff like that is on a letter system, but there's no letter system on the actual nuts and bolt bags or anything like that. There's only a sticker that says the step. So that was a little bit confusing. This particular tree, with where we wanted our shooting lanes to be, we didn't need the whole ladder stand, so we ended up just taking the ladder stand segment off. So we're at about 12 feet here, I'd say. Now, one thing we do need to keep in mind is this is a $70 tree stand. I understand this isn't going to be the peak of luxury, but this is bad. I've sat in a lot of tree stands over the years, and this is the most uncomfortable one. It's not on how I have it set up or angled or anything like that. It is purely just based on the dimensions and how wide and tall and where the bars are. That's all it is.
Feels fairly well constructed. It's maybe a small bit of bendedness, I guess. I don't know. But the main complaint here that I would say is that bar right there. Zero padding whatsoever. I saw about 180 different reviews on this thing, and almost every single one of them mentioned how uncomfortable it was. Another thing that a lot of people mention too is this bar right here. This bar should easily be another 6 to 12 inches longer, just based on, I mean, it is a struggle to try and get in there with two people. Both of them have to bend down, and this thing only has a 15-pound weight limit too, which is kind of interesting as well. So I'll show you what I'm going to do to try and make this a little bit more comfortable for our early muzzleloader season. Like you mentioned, this is a pretty narrow stand as well. No footrest. That's pretty much what you see what you get. My plan here is to try and pretty much put foam all the way around there just to make it a little more comfortable. Well, when it was all said and done, here's how we made it a little better. These are not necessary, probably a little too much actually. These are definitely necessary.
Now, one thing to mention here, I'm not trying to drag Muddy through, well, I guess the mud. But one thing I do want to mention is this was a $70 stand on sale. They do have models that come with additional back support and all that kind of stuff, and coverings in the front and bigger bars and blah blah, whatever it is. I will just wanted to give a unbiased review on this particular stand and how I made it kind of adaptable to make it more comfortable for people. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Other than that, John here at the Bell and Back 40. We'll see ya.